Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we currently have some factionalism here. I suspect some of this is a little bit on the fake side. We'll see how much of it. For now, of course, we're at war with Sicily, and apparently zooming in was quite an ordeal. We'll get there. Let's drop a rally point right around here and raise men-at-arms. We'll raise a few levy troops, but it's not like we need all that many. We don't need to be on speed 5 either. Okay, so we'll raise about 20k here. This is more than enough. They've got a lot of forces up here, but that's fine. We are above our vassal limit, and we should handle that. Wondering about over here. Yes, we'll create this duchy title, and that will go to this fine gentleman right here. 3 vassals will go with. And also the factionalism went with. Okay, let's take a look here. 54% and 62 and 21. Yeah, that should be fine. So no actual problem there. We're just waiting on our men-at-arms to show up to give us the rest of Sicily. That will, of course, be wonderful. And we'll look to continue to clean up Europe here. We've almost got all of Europe under our control. Not quite, but almost. They're sieging up over here. That seems ambitious. I don't think that's going to work out for them, to be honest. Let's wrap up this siege in Salerno. And then we'll take their capital. That could theoretically end the war. I'm betting it won't. He's probably leading his forces, right? He's actually in his capital, so it could theoretically end the war. Remarkable. Well, we'll see what happens, but we are reliant on captures to get this war ended here. And it didn't happen. Okay, that's fine. 44%. Drops down to 34% because they finished their siege here. Doesn't matter. We're just going to siege our way up through here. We siege way faster than they do. And we're just heading towards them as of right now. So we're at 42%. And, yeah, summon the physician. There's a lot of disease. Turns out we have a pretty large realm with a lot of diseases in it. Also, this guy's claiming the Empire of Britannia. I don't care. He can do that if he wants. Not that he can have it. He can claim it. We'll continue to summon the physician, of course, and let's just head on up. Actually, let's take Foglia on the way through. May as well. This guy formed a new alliance. Okay. And up we go to the barony of Lanciano. Perfect. War's actually over. I didn't expect that to end it, but whatever. We'll take it. I expected to have to go fight them, but sure. So we're one direct vassal above at this point, and I want to grant vassals to rightful lieges, which we can absolutely do. Perfect. And then there's this. Should you not be part of Sicily? You should. Why is that not transferring? Huh. Well, we'll just grant it over. Can only grant... Oh, right. We need to transfer vassal. That'll take a moment. There we go. So he's much happier, and he is the correct religion. So that all looks good. At this point, we want to start thinking about locations like Ryazan. They awkwardly got independence earlier, but they are ours de jure. So we can definitely declare this war. No problem. This ransom is acceptable. And do we want to go after anything up over here in the meantime? Well, probably. But what I'm interested in, really, is heading down this way and getting these pockets taken care of. Hi. What are you doing there? So, I mean, that's de jure ours, but they're a kingdom tier realm? Okay. Potential possibilities here, I suppose, but not too much. Actually, how old is this guy? He's 50? Let's send him a gift, and that's still not enough to invite him to our court. So we're going to need to sway this guy, but that's fine. For now, let's just fight Ryazan. So we're going to raise our forces about here or so. And we'll head in over this way as soon as they arrive. Cool. So we definitely have a rather large realm at this point. No doubt about that. There's a faction. This is an independence faction, and it's a real faction as well. We would really prefer this not to fire. So Poland is the primary person in it. This would not be all that useful. Okay. So probably not too much to do with Poland at this moment. We could do something with Lotharingia, though, for sure. We can do this. So that'll be fine. That will pull them out of that faction. That faction will no longer be a thing. For now. And that looks good. How long until our men-at-arms are here? About 20 days. It does take them a while to get raised up, but that's fine. So we're going to be looking to clean up areas just, you know, in this general region. There's a lot of them there, and we would definitely like to get those taken over. So for now, we're just going to head on in over here. They can't fight our men-at-arms, so this is all good. Sure, show in this guy. He will bring 75 prestige with him, which is fine. I do see these up here, but, I mean, there's a lot of disease up there, too. I'm not sure if we really want to go up there and fight them, but we're going to have to go into the disease pretty much no matter what. So let's get that siege taken care of. And he's partially occupying up in Vladimir. Yeah, I don't really care about that. So let's just go take over his capital, and this disease appears to be backing off. Let's head to the capital, and let's just let them sit in the disease. 44? Not as high as I was expecting to be there. Okay, we'll head up into Murom, and we'll take this, and then probably go fight him if he's sticking around. He's running away right now, but he can't decide what direction he wants to go. Okay. I'm going to let him lock into this. This is good. We want to fight him right here. Fantastic. This should end the war. We'll stack wipe this, and that should be worth 50%. We do need a new tax collector, and that will be Mansur here. That looks good. We're going to decline this artifact. Thank you very much. And that is indeed the war completed. So let's enforce those demands and disband our troops. That was all de jure, so nothing to be granted out. Excellent. So that cleans up that blemish on our empire. No doubt about it. Now, I'd like to go after this guy. Too far away to interact with, huh? Okay, not a lot to be done there. Unless we already have a claim, which we don't. So, what is that de jure part of in terms of empire? Khazaria. So we'd have to take out these for sure. Yeah, we have 6 counties. I'm not sure if that would even be enough. But we can find out. For now, we can look at the Don Valley. Okay, he's currently embroiled in a couple of wars. This guy has a claim over the entirety of it. As does this guy. He's a duchy tier, and this guy's also a duchy tier. Alternatively, we could just conquer the duchy. Which is what I'm leaning towards doing here. So that'll be fine. Now, what about you? We're actually truced with him. Okay, so maybe we only attack the Don Valley for the moment, although we could go for Fedizan, or rather for Yedizan here. We could also go after Pontus and just go for Crimea. It'd be a slightly larger war. I think we'll hold off on that. It would be larger because of Nicaea here. Which we may be able to do something about. 35 reasons, 5 reasons. This guy we might be able to bring in. Let's do that after we get these wars done. So let's raise up forces right about here. The men-at-arms will turn up in 3 months. We'll go here, and then we'll use this crossing to cross over and go to, like, Golden Hills. It'll be a little awkward to get around over here. Actually, we might be better off coming here. Probably. So let's put this guy in as our marshal. We are going to need a new one of those. And we also have a lot of gold to spend, which we should probably go do. I don't think we even can spend all of our gold right now, but let's just go through and get upgrades done where possible. We definitely want to get upgrades in Bandama. That is, because we switched it around, that's going to be a while before that's done. But we definitely want to get upgrades done where possible. So in Laraba, we can get that maxed out. That looks solid. Worodugu, we can get bathhouses built. Corrals and corrals. I like it. And corrals. And in Filona, we can build roads and stairs. Here we can build farms and fields. Hill farms. Guilds. And that's basically it. So we managed to spend about half of our gold. Well, that's something, anyway. So we're going to go attack Dawn Valley and then Yetazan after. And these guys will raise in about 20 days. I'm wondering if it's actually worthwhile to have declared this simultaneously. It might not have been. I was planning on declaring on a number of areas out over here, but this ended up being what it is, and I guess that's fine. So we'll look at taking Nicaea next, probably. And we do have a new dynasty legacy. We should take Venial. That's actually pretty good. There we go. We're now making 1,256.8 gold per month. This is getting absurd. Extraordinarily absurd. So we're just going to get this dealt with. There we go. We can pop down to Golden Hills, and then from there we can go here, here, here. That will likely end the war. No likely about it. That will definitely end the war. A schemer has been discovered. How rude. And we can sell trivial titles. I really don't think we need to do this. That'll cost us prestige, and prestige is more valuable to us than gold at this time. So I don't think we want to ever sell trivial titles again, most likely. Okay, so we do have an available perk here, and I want to grab centralization to get additional development growth in our capital. Perfect. Okay, so this war is over without even taking their capital. I love it. So we're going to, of course, head over this direction. It'll take us 4 months to get there. Yeah, we probably shouldn't have declared these simultaneously then. So we'll just get these granted out and this granted out. So at this point, of course, we have too many vassals. So we should go for the duchy title here, create this, and then that will go to this gentleman, the Duchy of Dawn Valley. Perfect. That'll be fine. What kingdom does this belong to? Zaporizhia. Okay. We can actually create that. And that would give us a de jure claim over a lot of stuff over here. Particularly over this guy. We are truce to him, but for now, that's probably okay. I'm going to wait to grant that title out. What is the de jure capital of Zaporizhia? Well, it's over here. Okay. Karakurman. That'll be fine. Yeah. We'll just march our way over here. It'll take a little time to get there. But in retrospect, we shouldn't have declared these simultaneously. It's fine. We just finished up a construction in Worodugu, so we definitely should come back over here and work on our farms and fields. Anywhere else that we can construct, because if we can, we would love to. Most of these places are either maxed out or already constructing from previously. So I think that's probably about the best we can do at this moment. So that seems fine. And we're just making our way on through here. Yeah, it's definitely taking us some time. We died at 67. We drank ourselves to death. Okay. So we're going to have some problems here. This guy is our current heir. His spouse is skill 23 steward. So that should be fine. We'll put her onto managed domain. We're going to put powerful vassals into our council. But we're going to have some problems. Learning, huh? I don't know about learning. Honestly, diplomacy is probably good for us here. Majesty focus will give us additional prestige, and we'll be able to go down the diplomat tree to get a lot of stuff here. So I think Majesty focus makes a lot of sense at this point. Yeah, there's a dangerous faction. That is deeply unsurprising. We're going to have some very, very angry people. We're going to get our way out of this current war first, I hope, and then deal with it. So in we come over here. We need to take all of this over. We've finally arrived. Okay, so we're now known as the Determined. Okay, that's fine. And we're going to stack wipe this army. No problem here. Okay. Now what we want to do is we want to head over and start sieging. We're at 22% war score right now. They don't have ticking, and they're not going to have ticking. So we actually need to come siege here first. Slightly awkward location. And how long on this? 5 months? Are there other factions here? Populous in 15 and Liberty in 13. Noted. Okay, we should probably get some secondary spouses. And we should get those... ideally... From powerful vassals, we should definitely look to do that. So this guy's only 9%. This guy's 9%. And Poland is... 13. So these two are a little stronger. They only have sons. Not ideal, but we can do a sister here. So that'll get him out of this faction. This faction is quite powerful. No doubt about that. So an alliance has been formed there. We win this siege. We definitely want to head out over this way. We don't really have anything that we can do here, unfortunately. This is... her sibling, but it's a different house. So this isn't going to be great. We can't do any marriages directly with her. We could send her a gift and gain 25 opinion, but that's not probably all that much. So, do we have anybody in this first row here, these powerful vassals, with whom we can simply negotiate an alliance? No. Okay. Let's check in on the populace here. So these guys, we want to simply demand their conversion. Reasonably good odds on all of these, and we can get them out of the populist faction. Okay, that one wasn't good odds, but we can definitely check all of that. Then we've got the Liberty faction here. Let's check this top row and see if we can negotiate an alliance with any of these. Hang on. What was this? Why was this grayed out? Okay, whatever. Yeah, so that's not going to be a thing for right now. So these guys are converting. This guy wants to do it for a hook. No, we will not do that. We just want some of them to convert, right? We don't really care if all of them convert or not. And you would do it for a hook. No, we will not do that. Okay, so we're going to wrap up this siege. There we go. Let's go take their capital. Checking in here, we've got 4 months on this faction. I think we're going to have to fight it. We could probably get out of it diplomatically, but I think we're best off fighting it. Let's just wrap up this war. 100% there. We'll enforce those demands and disband our troops. From here, we can prepare for this war. So, what other factions are likely to follow this? The Anglo-Nordic Catholic populists might. The Liberty faction is very likely to follow it. We should probably try to arrange a marriage here with, like, our player heir and daughter. Matrilineal marriage. Just in case. So something along the lines of that. So he exits that faction, bringing it down to 70. Current threshold is 65. It's probably going to be a little bit better than that. So what if our brother married like this? Done. That sounds good. So this faction is now shrinking, but I think we should get one more here. We have another brother, and this will do. Actually, I don't think that worked. Wrong house. Awkward. He's matrilineally married. Okay. Sure. Very strange. But whatever. We could have another brother here. This will be fine. And that should drop the strength of this faction low enough that it will be more difficult, not impossible, but more difficult for this faction to fire after this faction fires. So Poland is the current leader here. We could work with Lotharingia, and we could definitely pull Lotharingia out of this faction. I wouldn't mind it. We've got the one additional brother, and we could do something like this. We're just weakening this faction at this point. I don't expect to be able to prevent the faction from firing, to be clear. So this is all looking reasonably fine here. We'll be releasing all of these as long as they're not our vassal. That's the only thing we care about right now. So get out of here. Fantastic. Next up would be this guy. Princess Cadi of Italy. She's of a different house, so we would need to arrange a marriage here if we have any sisters or daughters. And we do not. So I think that's all that we can do on that front unless we marry her ourselves, in fact. This would be Italy, who is not in this faction. Yeah, so that is unlikely to be a thing. What about Frisia here? Well, we could do things there, but I think we're just going to fight these. I think that's what it comes down to. Yeah, they have 200% of our power, but I'm not really very frightened about it right now. What do we think the odds are that, like, France joins this? He's at plus 26. We should get France on our side. Like so. There we go. So that'll be fine. And they're going to send their ultimatum in 1 month. So let's head over to Poland. And we are going to raise up forces here and hope that the leadership doesn't change on us. Let's raise up a bunch of forces there. They can send their ultimatum at any time. So we're keeping an eye on it. This is, of course, happening because of the succession. She's still in charge. And let's get these ransoms dealt with. This is all absolutely fine. This guy's a mayor. That'll be okay. He is our vassal, but he's a mayor, so it's okay. That queen, though, not so much. Okay. So, when are they going to send their ultimatum? That's not it. Any moment now. We've got 30 days on our men-at-arms. That's it there. We will not be threatened. We'll rally the troops, and we are going to have these guys stop gathering. We've got plenty of levy troops there. We want our men-at-arms to continue to gather, but I want to put in a siege leader here. That'll be this guy. Just so that we can get some slightly faster siege rolls here. So that'll be okay. So we need a new chancellor. That'll be this guy. And a new spy master. That'll be this lady. Looks good. So now what we need, of course, and yeah, we did have some desertion. What we need is to get our men-at-arms here. And how far away are they? Well, the answer is it's not actually saying. But they're almost here. There we go. So now we're starting to siege this very quickly. She is the war leader. Where is she located? Is she in her capital? She is. We could theoretically end the war right here if we capture her, but that's reliant on RNG. We did not capture her. Okay. So we're going to head up over this way. We're just going to siege our way through this. Ticking war score is not going to be a thing at this moment. And I see this force up over here. I'm currently wondering... Okay. Noted. So our capital shouldn't be in significant danger. Most of this is up over here. Cool. I don't want to chase down this army because of attrition. For the time being, what I'm interested in doing is just sieging inside of these lines. Hang on a moment. They're coming here. We apparently have to go up this way, which is not Perfect. I'm going to station besiegers here. And I'm going to pursue them. I want to fight this force. If we can. They're going here. Do it. Okay, so these besiegers really shouldn't go this way. They should come down over here-ish. I don't like that attrition. Maybe like down here. I'm a little concerned about this force. We're giving battle up here, which is good. And they're walking this way, which is also good. Okay, so there's some stack wipes. Let's make our way back. And let's not get caught by this force. Okay, I want these guys to head out over here. Are we at war with these? No, we're not. Okay, that should be fine. We're at 14% war score at this time. And the question is it even possible for them to win the war now? Well, yes. The answer is currently it is. But not for too much longer. So we need to loop around kind of like this and have these guys come in down this way and look to stack wipe this army. Okay. I want to stop moving here, let them lock into this, and then come in down this way. Looks good. That'll be fine. Ticking war score is on our side, by the way, and we do have these populists and the Liberty faction looking to fire. Okay, 2 months on that, 16 months on this. We may just acquiesce to the Liberty faction. That would drop us down to high crown authority. It's probably okay. And they are doing a lot of sieging. Keep that in mind. It's okay. We don't mind it. We are sieging as well. They're sieging in a lot of locations, but we have some... Oh, we have a seduction going on here. Hang on. I didn't read that. Yeah, let's abandon that. Okay. So that's fine. We're going to head down over this way. Actually, we should do that with this force, and these guys should head here, just because of the fort level. Cool. So, all we need is 50% war score here, and we currently have, let's see, 28 plus 25. It is now literally impossible for them to win this war. It is mathematically impossible. So that is wonderful. Let's continue to siege down this way. And we're going to get these sieges completed fairly swiftly. The real question is that Liberty faction going to fire? If it does, I think that we acquiesce to the Liberty faction, and we do not acquiesce to the populists. Just because of timing. That's my current thinking on the matter. So I want to split this force in half for the time being. And we'll send half here and half here. Okay. I want to come fight these guys. This is a Liberty demand, and we are going to lose some legitimacy level here, but we're going to drop that down. I don't want to fight the Liberty faction at this time. So that's okay. We're at 30% war score here right now, and these sieges are going to go fairly slow. That's understood. I see these guys booking it up over here. Let's have this force abandon its siege. That's going to be much slower. And let's actually have both of these head up here. Yeah, he decided he didn't like that choice. That's fine. And we'll just siege here. Looks good. Okay, this guy's claiming the Empire of Africa. Hilarious. And we're going to head on up this direction. We're at 31 war score right now, but yeah, it's mathematically impossible for them to win this at this time. So that looks good. I'm interested in coming out and fighting this army, if we can catch them. We'll see if we can catch them. I also want to continue our sieges out this way. And let's bring this force northward, since these guys exist over here. Okay. I want to head out here and see about catching these. We're pursuing them through a lot of attrition over here, and that's not necessarily great. But we can grab here We're at 33 right now. That's noted. I'm going to group these together. I just don't want this force to get stack wiped. So we're going to head up over here. And what do we got going on here? Yeah, let's pull these guys back. No doubt about that. So we're at 45% war score at this time. And make that 42. They are sieging, but we're ahead of them on the sieges. So that sounds good. And we're going to continue to siege up this way. We are currently ill, but we're a little brighter. We're probably not going to die to this illness anytime soon. I want to head, I think, here, and we'll continue to siege. So we have basically all of her territory, except for this castle, under our control right now. Noted. I want to come up and give battle to some of these forces that are over here. We'll see if we can catch these. That'll be worth some scraps of war score anyway. Yeah, we'll fight this for sure. There we go. That looks good. And I'd like to come up here and fight these. I don't think we'll actually catch them, but let's head down this direction for now. We're at 48%. We're going to be capping on our sieges eventually, but that's noted. So we're going to catch something up over here. That looks good. Still 49% war score. Ticking is on our side, of course. And yeah, we're going to fight these guys. These are locked in. Perfect. We're going to start up a siege here. It's going to be a slow siege, but we're going to start up a siege nevertheless. Let's grab this location. And what siege speed is that at? 4 months? That's okay. I want to head down to Tarnow over here. 102, so we can get 48% more from sieging. Noted. Seems okay. How long on these populists? 8 months. We've got a decent amount of time there. Okay. So we're heading in over this way, and we're going to catch them. We're going to siege this down, of course, and I see this force moving in over here. It's a reasonably large force, but I want to grab this location. So we'll finish up this siege. We're down to 51%. Okay, we're no longer ill, though, so that's good. Okay, I want to finish this siege. These guys are going to be done in just 50 days. So that's looking good. There are definitely a large number of units around here. We probably want to consider grouping together, which is exactly what we're looking at doing here. That said, they're running at us. We finish up this siege, and we're going to be the defender here. But they do have a numerical advantage, but our men-at-arms are very strong. I'm going to bring these guys southward. It's not necessary right now. We're winning currently, but they have more reinforcements on the way. Do they get there in time? Is the question. I think we're good. I don't think we even need our reinforcements here. Yeah, we don't. Remarkable. Our men-at-arms are just so strong. So this is going to be worth a lot, this battle. 2%? You gotta be kidding me. Okay, so we're going to head off over this direction. That was only worth 2% war score. Sure. Well, our forces are grouped together now, and we are going to make our way out this direction. Because they do have a number of forces out over here. We're at 75 war score right now, and I want to take this barony. And I want to keep an eye on the situation out over here, but I do want to continue to siege. We are at 128, so we can get a fair amount of additional siege. So we'll win this, and I want to come in and fight these guys. That will be very worthwhile for us. So we'll do that. We're at 84% war score at this moment. And we catch a large force there. This should be worth a good amount of battle war score. I think we're stack wiping this. They did finish up another siege. That's noted. Okay, I don't think that was fast enough to stack wipe, sadly. But we're going to walk up over here and take over the capital of the Kingdom of Galicia, Volhynia. We're at 135 at this moment, and we are getting some battle war score. We're trending upwards overall. But we need to come back and take some of these guys out, right? So that'll be fine. We'll just wrap up this siege. Okay, so this is the populists. You'll have it in death. We're very close to wrapping up this other war. So we'll get that done. We're at 82%. Yep, this is all fine. Understood. And we need to go wipe out these guys. Throw her in jail. Okay. We need to come here and defend Poland. We'll arrive there in 51 days. They're going to have that siege done very, very shortly. And we're actually fighting somebody out over here. Noted. And we're going to be fighting somebody here as well. That'll all get stack wiped, but we need to make our way over. They actually gave up on their siege. Remarkably. I don't know why they chose to do that. They must have been trying to reinforce those armies that we were wiping. Or they're just running from us, which is also a possibility. I want to get up here and fight them. We do have an available perk here. We'll take Thoughtful. That'll be fine. And we do need a new Chancellor. For the moment, I'm not concerned about the Catholic uprising, but that will become a problem later. Okay, so we're at 76% on the Independence War right now. We need to get up here and fight these. We can get a lot more battle war score, and that's absolutely what we want. So we're going to catch a force here. They're going to start turning around and piling in. And this is good. That's what we want. We're going to look to stack wipe them here. So we're going to head in over this way, but they're on their way, and this is perfect. So we're 80% war score at this time. 91. At this point, they would be willing to surrender. And we want to do this. We want to enforce demands here. Which we need to wait on, but there we go. That is now done. And now we can go start dealing with these populists. So the question is, where is the populist leader? Okay, France is helping defend it. The populist leader is currently located in this army. So we definitely want to select our army. There we go. And we want to head over and stack wipe that populist army. Perfect. So it looks like the majority of what they're claiming is... Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. A lot up over here. That's noted. We'll have to deal with this populist faction, but things are going okay as far as this succession goes. It's well past time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode we'll get this dealt with. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Andy Bagar, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Tommy, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.